Good day, students. From today onwards, we will be doing the cue cards for May and August. And the first cue card is describe a long car journey you remember well. So, long car journey for the place I belong to is generally to the hill stations. Um, so, it depends person to person where you have gone. We will definitely follow the cues for this. First cue is where you went. So I have written Himachal, and you can elaborate this. The introductory line for this is, well, I had been on many long car journeys in my life, and one of the most rememberable, or you can say worth remembering, is my trip to Himachal last month, because it was summer vacations in my state, and generally people go to hill stations to have relief from the hot weather in north area. So, second cue card. What you did at that place? Well, we went to Chintapurni. It's a holy place, a holy temple for the goddess Chintapurni. She is the goddess to omit all the tensions of mankind. So we went there for the purpose to worship, and it is surrounded by many of the beautiful tourist places like Dharamshala, McLeodganj. So we visited those places also. Third Q. Who you went there with? Well, I went there with my family. We are four in the family, and we hired a driver for the car, and he took us to that place because it was hilly area, so me or my dad could not drive it. So that's why we hired a driver for the whole journey. So it was five of us. Fourth Q, why you went on that journey by car? Well, Chintapurni is a hilly area, and train is available over there. Railway transportation is available over there. Bus transportation is also available over there. Unfortunately, that air transport is not easily available uh, to commute to that place. But uh, I took car journey because sometimes I feel, sometimes my dad feel travel sickness, so we could stop anywhere and have a little refreshment somewhere in between the journey. So that's why we went there, and moreover, car could be reaching the nearest spot to the holy temple, and buses park a little farther from the main gate. So we could even park the car in the parking of the hotel we will be living in uh, for a day or two. So that's why, and as I said, we were planning to go to the nearby tourist places like Dharamshala and McLeodganj. That's why we decided to go by car. So this was an amazing journey I had, and I still remember it because of the scenic views I have, and the most beautiful hills and weather. I will always remember and keep on visiting that place again in the future. So the follow ups are like, what will cars be like in the future? I guess we can easily imagine what the cars will be like in the future, as we already experience automatic cars and electronic cars. So cars will be more convenient and more electronically updated in the future. Second question: what's the difference between men's and women's preference on cars? Well, men generally look for the worth of the car, for example, the mileage, the features, but women generally go for you can say the color, the beauty, the luxury points in the car. So generally, women prefer automatic cars so they can be easily driven. Question third: what are the differences between bicycles and private cars? Well, they're apparently different automobiles. Cars are four seaters, bicycle is one seater, it can be two seater also. But cars are driven on petrol, and bicycles don't need anything. Maybe if we are driving the battery driven car, so that requires a little battery. Bicycles are convenient, so you can take them into every narrow street, but cars cannot be entered in the narrow streets. And moreover, they are very costly, and bicycles are far more cheaper than the cars. Question 4: why do people like to have private cars? People like to have private cars because of the privacy for the first reason, and sometimes they want to spend time with their own family. Sometimes they need to go to particular places, or they need to reach somewhere at in a short time. That's why people prefer private cars instead of public transports. Is it a good thing that everyone has his or her own car? Well, I don't prefer that. I don't think it's a good thing because carpooling is a good idea in today's time if it's not a big issue. If people from the same locality are going to the same office, they can definitely go for carpooling. But yeah, having their own car is a convenience, of course, because sometimes at the time of emergency, you can't wait for public transports, or you can't wait for anyone to lend you cars. So yeah, having your own car is good for the emergency time. How to buy private cars in India? Buying a private cars in India is a very convenient thing today. You can have it on EMIs, you can have it on cash payment. Driving license is needed for the first thing, and after purchasing the car, the RC is issued, and the number plate is number plate is issued in a month, and it's absolutely as smooth as in any other country. Do Seventh question: do many families own private cars in India? Of course, in India, many families have their own car, and small or big, or even second-hand cars. But most of the families have their own private cars in India. So this was the cue card first, and we will be doing rest of the cue cards every day. Hope you like it and helpful to your IELTS preparation. And those who have doubt that Canada has approved PTE, and the importance of IELTS is reducing, absolutely not, because IELTS will remain as important as it had been from the past. So of course, it is good that you go for any of the tests, and get your visa in process, because this is the best time you can go for Canada. In the coming 3 or 4 months, maybe Canada will change its laws, and maybe it will get strict by December or January. So go for your IELTS test, and let me know if there's any problem you're facing, and I'll be happy to help you. Please like, subscribe, and share my channel.